I'd like to call to order the Townsend Conservation Commission meeting for Wednesday, June 17th, 2026 at 7:04 p.m. Can I have a roll call vote starting with Mike?
Potsdam present.
Abigail Farley present.
James Gates present.
Sandra Lord present.
Brian Pinkerton present.
And
Jim Durwine present, and I think Lee.
nope, I'm not.
Make it time.
So meeting minutes from April 8th are on top. There's your agenda.
Okay, they got some good Scoobies out there.
Oh, Mike, do you want one? I'm Jimmy, sorry, Jimmy.
No, I'm good.
This meeting is.
Take one more.
Mike, do you mind leading us in the pledge of allegiance, please?
I pledge allegiance to the
flag
of the United States of America
and to the republic
for
which it stands,
one nation,
under God,
indivisible, with
liberty and justice for all.
This meeting is being recorded. Is anyone else recording? Chairman's additions and or deletions. We are going to add 3.5 ratification of the emergency certificate for highway department. Chair report. I believe it was last week we had a report of some dirty water that came down Willard Brook. I called Mike and Colby also got called about it. And they both took a look at it, and I took a look at it, and there wasn't anything there.
So, meaning, like,
whatever it was there and gone. There was no residual
Damon
turbidity. So
Pond is closed. I don't know if that has anything, if they've been up there cleaning. Did you speak to any of the
person that observed it, who was on 119, they did call the ranger station and asked.
That's all I
So, and they DCR didn't know anything about it. So
and I went up. I looked at the water from the bridge on your street, West Meadow.
Yeah.
And then went up further to the ranger station and checked there, and then up to Trap Falls. And it seemed about the same as it was when.
Didn't see any murky,
No.
any like.
No.
no, you could see the rocks clear.
And then when I went up to the Damon Pond, the same. It all looked pretty much the same.
And you know it's closed. High bacteria.
Yeah.
So
Most of the time.
maybe there was a dirty beaver out there who washed himself and get it all dirty.
I don't know. Colby sent an email to Ashby's Conservation Commission, and
Yeah, they're pretty proactive. I didn't see anything on. I didn't see.
tried calling you, but you didn't pick up. On a separate note, Jimmy, what?
When was this?
Tuesday, the 9th.
It was when?
The 9th. Which was
Of this month?
yes,
Yeah.
Tuesday.
Tuesday. And then, to me, did a, erosion control inspection down at 80 Main Street to, ensure that there is continued compliance. So I have, 1.6, review and approve meeting minutes from, April 8th. We do not have April 22nd. Did everyone get a chance to review them?
I need like a few seconds more.
No problem.
Guys are nice. Yeah, what a comment. Just gonna say, watching me eat candy right now.
Yeah, I thought food wise, taking one of those later.
No, sir.
I'm all set.
Good.
You good, Jimmy? Minutes?
I'm good. I just circled and okayed them. I'm sorry. I should have perked up and said.
Abigail, you good?
Yep.
Thoughts, questions, concerns, changes?
No,
No.
I'm curious about if you've heard anything since about the trail, from the Trail Alliance and the snow ride, but
The Trail Alliance held a open house at Old Meeting House Park a couple weeks ago. I don't know how well it did. The snowmobiles, club, they did, trying to think of how to word it. The Squantook Greenways did vote in support of them. So I don't know much further about that, but I could ask Justin Baird to join us, and Patrick and Ronnie to join us.
it's moving.
Yeah,
That's good.
especially because we have a standard operating procedure plan that we've started to discuss. So, were there any amendments or changes, questions? Do you have anything, Sandra?
I do,
Okay.
to do with, well, 2.1 where it says 18 Main Street, certificate of compliance, DP number,
Yep.
you know. I'm wondering, how come the DEP number was not posted most of the time? I've only seen it twice there, like, before, like. It
What are we
wasn't,
looking at? 2.1, 18
Yeah,
Main Street, certificate of compliance, DEP.
that's right at the Harvard Church, is that the Harvard Church?
No.
Oh, that's not, oh, what number? What is 18 Main Street?
Starbucks.
Oh, I'm sorry, I thought it was,
I can tell you that the DEP number is up front at the church. It's actually both sides of it.
Correct.
it wasn't before though.
Yeah, it was.
The DEP marker at the church has been up.
They got
All
talked to about
along.
that, last year.
Yep, and Jacques took the time and went up.
Jacques made this fancy little
Well, I didn't
swirly
see
sign
it.
with,
I thought it was nice because with the wavy marks on the
did.
top.
I just,
you remember that?
but I personally didn't see it, maybe I was looking in the wrong spot, but as I was going by, every time I went by, I'm like, where's the DEP number? And I just saw it posted at a certain time. That was my perception and my understanding. If I'm wrong, so be it.
Explain it to the chair.
Say that again?
Explain it to me.
I didn't hear what I said.
No,
Oh, sorry.
after someone with ADD is like
Okay.
squirrel. God, like.
Okay. We'll wait till you get a little older, see how it gets. But I'm sorry, I kept thinking that was the Harvard Church, and it was my perception and understanding. I didn't see a DEP number in front of or next to the church. I just saw it appear.
Well, we're not talking about the church.
Yeah, no, but I
right now.
thought
They
you-
have to keep it within range.
No, I know. Well, you just said that it was at the church. I'm just making a response to that, but, okay. So I apologize, that is not the Historical Society, that is Starbucks. Okay.
Anything else?
I make a motion to accept, make a motion to accept the Townsend Conservation Commission meeting minutes of Wednesday, April 8th.
Second,
I second.
roll call vote starting with Mike.
Mike Fox said yes.
Abigail Farley, yes.
James Gates, yes.
James Spillane, yes.
Sandra Lord, yes.
Brian Pinkerton, yes.
Now,
No.
tonight is both of their beginning meetings,
Yes.
correct? So are they able to review the minutes and vote on them?
Yes.
If they were not in anticipation?
I don't know if we had an extensive conversation about this, a couple months ago, about reviewing minutes.
Everybody can vote on them?
Yes.
So I remember when I first started, I wasn't at one of the meetings that.
Yep.
were-
And that was what triggered the conversation.
Right. So I'm like, gee, I wasn't there.
Yep. No,
You know why,
Brian, yeah, and Brian brought it up and I do remember that.
moving forward.
Okay. 1.7, agent report. Are you separating it as if it ended? Are you including all of last week or just up to the meeting?
Including the stuff that should have been on the
Just-
last meeting as well.
Okay, just say the dates,
Sorry.
say the dates, what it covers.
Oh, okay, from the last meeting, which was. Family Beats Go To It, that'd be great.
Ten? Was it? It was supposed to be on the 10th, but we postponed it, right?
It was the 3rd. No, it wasn't the 3rd. It was the 27th of May. So May 28th to today.
Yes.
Tuesday.
So, yeah. We get it up here. So, this agent report, like I said, covers, 27th of May up till today, excuse me, June 17th. Starting with IDRS, interdepartmental referral forms. Yeah. 29 Ponderosa Drive. They have a septic replacement going in. And should I borrow the IDRS? over
Yep.
there, please? So it's accurate. Okay, so they have no wetlands involved. And, signed off on that. It's a septic replacement at 29 Ponderosa. Next is 80 Main Street. They do have a septic system in, but they also have an active order of conditions. with wetlands involved. And the remarks that I added on was that they have OOC, like DEP file number 308-0705, that needs to be amended, prior to work being performed.
Now, they will not work performed, it would have been changes to the work that was permitted.
Changes to the work that was permitted.
Because we already permitted the septic system.
Right.
And there was some changes to it, which we all knew about a month and a half ago.
Right.
So, we keep going and just making sure that we're
And
the
yeah,
age.
yeah, and that the amended OOC is for.
That was 18.
That was 80 Main Street, 213 Jason Road. They have, a septic system being, approved by the BOH, and they have no wetlands involved. There is riverfront area on the property, but it is outside of the proposed work area. 71 Main Street, there are no wetlands involved on that, and that is a septic replacement. 71 Main Street. 75 Main Street, where the location of the leaching field is actually on a different property. It's a zero property, being a map parcel ID 34323. There are no wetlands involved with the septic being proposed. There is a wetland buffer on the property, however, outside of the proposed parking area.
Is that in reference to the one that's gonna be going from underneath the road?
That I don't know. I don't have any
The
information.
amendment for 80 Main Street, I think we'll explain it,
All right.
but that's supposed to be on our next meeting,
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
has been submitted that.
He sent me an email today.
That was for 7, that was for the refund stuff.
Then no, he said that he is, working on it. He's planning on having it submitted prior to the next meeting.
Okay.
That's as much as I know. Nothing more specific.
Okay, I'm referencing the 2 meetings ago and gave us the time frame. Okay,
What was the reference to the Reed Homestead? What?
an update on the plan for restoration and,
Okay,
but that's next meeting, we're not
correct.
discussing
All
right
right,
now.
that's why I'm moving on.
What else you got? Anything?
The 25 Wild and Scenic Land Grant that we, had a survey going on, for, as you know, Blizzard Drive is completed. And now, the other properties there, taking up Baz Veins, or also known as,
The OK Corral?
OK Corral, also known as Lunenburg Conservation Area. That's been completed. We have a plan of land here for it. And
Which we can review next meeting.
Yeah.
that, James wants to include that with the next agenda? Yes?
Yeah, I just so that everyone, we pass around the table, but it's not on the agenda today, so we have to be.
So this is a segue into the invoices that I just paid. The Dean Dillison Roy survey invoice for those properties, the Bass Bains. Those the invoices been submitted to the accountant, and the payment out of the grant account set up for them should be paid very shortly. Also, we paid for MACC course that I took in April, end of April, that has been paid as well. The MACC Conservation Commission dues for fiscal year 27, the invoice has been submitted for those, but, they're gonna pay them right at the beginning of July. Because it's not this year for the Saturday.
Out of curiosity, did they do a due increase?
They do increase every single year. Yes, I'm sure, sorry, I didn't mention the number. It's $330, but that's a $10 increase from last year. I think the prior year was a $10 increase as well, so.
I'm just curious if they've been keeping up with the usual minimal increase.
Yeah, it's very
And
incremental.
we pulled that out of the
No,
WPA.
that should have been a budgeted item, so I don't,
So that would have
do
been
you know
out
what
of the
that
budget.
line item was in the budget?
I have to, I can bring up the invoice here.
Well, no, I know the invoice and our actual line item in the town budget.
I have to find that out. I don't have it on. That's typical account.
That's,
So in other words, it's coming out of the
The match
budget
up.
opposed to us.
hold on,
pulling-
too many, okay.
So
Yes, it's supposed to come out of the budget.
opposed to not the WPA, which we use for individuals that would go to a class, correct?
Yes.
Moving on.
We also have, and I'll just, quick reminder, we have funds set aside for public outreach and education.
Yeah.
We as a commission can also use that for other things, in regards to, education.
The account is literally called something like Conservation Commission dues and training.
No, we have a different, there's another one. There's a $5,000 account that I fought for several years ago, that we voted for at, town meeting, a special town meeting, one of the two. What else you get?
That's for education purposes.
Yeah, and it's supposed to be public outreach and public education.
Yeah.
Now, we have a problem here. No, never mind. We have $350. That was close. That were professional services. No, yeah, so we have $350. So I believe you're supposed to vote on that. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I always remember it was a voted decision when we put the money where it came from.
So we have a line item for training. I don't remember ever seeing that before. It's $250. How much is the class with MACC?
$65 was the general price for the class.
Did you do it, was it a webinar? Did you go to Devon's?
We're in the weeds. I'm sorry.
Devon's?
Online.
They don't do that many in-person ones. I think they have
I
some.
used to enjoy going to the college.
We're in the weeds. Okay, what else? Anything else?
Yep.
Sorry.
You already mentioned your emergency certificates coming up. I got a new quote for, placards for boundary markers for conservation. It's not a great decrease, but it's a decrease. I got from Quality Nameplates is the name of the company. They took over the work from Adrian Nameplates. They had previously done, some nameplates for us back in 2020.
Is this for the wetland boundaries or the conservation lands?
The Townsend Conservation Commission plates.
With land? Or like boundaries? Oh,
Yes, I can bring up the picture of it. Right?
yeah. Can Colby have, no, you're not on.
They were $7 a piece.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Stuff like that's expensive.
Which had,
That's inflation.
we have roughly the amount in left over in the grant.
How many?
for about 50 of it, which is $50.
That's the leftover money from any of the land grants that we've had the last 2 years.
Yeah, we have a surplus for the year previous.
Yeah, okay.
So it should be.
So is it the standard placket like we've had all along? You didn't change it.
It's the white background with green
Green
writing.
lighting.
We want to keep this moving.
That's me for a passport. There's no problem with the link, right?
What? The link should be right on the town calendar.
It's not a paper link on here, no, it's.
I'm just gonna have it later. Okay. Sure. On the track.
Their trouble is they're trying to get the first one out. They're really impressive. Well,
Look it up.
Oh.
Right up. Yeah, that way.
You get it?
I'm only seeing myself.
I think everybody's seen it.
Yeah. Do you mind if we
You
move
wanna
on?
come back to that?
Yeah. Bye-bye.
We'll check here, make sure, cover everything, Gary covered, reports and Willard Brook. Yeah, just on that, the Willard Brook discharge, I did speak with the
The person that reported it.
person who reported it, as well as the ranger, at, Damon Pond.
Okay.
And they had noticed it, coming over Falls Brooks, not, and going into Willard Brook. But they had no more information, and from there it
They
goes.
said they saw it coming from Trap Falls,
Trap
cutting into Willett, so we know it started at Trap Falls.
above Trap Falls, but that's as much as we know. And there was an odor, when I got there around 3:30, there was an odor still there to it,
An odor?
yeah,
Oh,
I couldn't tell you, it was odd smell.
was it like a minty fresh smell or was it like septic?
No, I don't think it was septic, I think it was agricultural, but that's it. Yes.
No,
That's
I'm
interesting.
just trying to think of what, but. We did our due diligence and
We did,
notified
certainly did.
applicant.
I didn't see any floating fishes anywhere, so.
Sure, that's a good thing.
That's everything I had.
So that got reported. How does it get reported to us?
I received a phone call
He received a phone call and I received a phone call.
from a resident, saying what they had observed. They observed some, brownish water in an elevated, water level. So.
And they thought the water had raised up a little?
Yeah,
And what time did they say this happened?
late afternoon, it was
Yeah,
3-4 o'clock,
Hmm.
so,
they noticed it around noon.
I can take a
oh,
poke
it
at
was
this.
around noon.
By the time that they got to us, I got out there. It was later.
Alright, yeah, cause I didn't get notified about it.
Does anybody know where Trap Falls comes from? Ashley, hoping for a little bit more.
We know,
Okay.
it's,
We know, I know where Trap Falls comes from. My
Where?
backyard.
How?
You know the old bridge that's shut down? And that is where it meanders down the side of the road. Right? All the way up towards Ashby. That's its origins.
So it's in between Willard Brook and Wheeler Road.
It
The
could be,
channel.
well, no, it's northwest. or east
Kind of running
Grand Falls,
parallel
and
up.
it's,
What road is that coming up?
Turnpike.
Turnpike. All the way up through, then after a while. It
What else you
dives
got?
off.
That's it.
So, yeah, it's one. Yeah, I didn't realize it was noon time we saw it.
And the water, when the water raises, you can figure something out where that could have come from. I'm gonna take a peek at something tomorrow.
can see you, Colby.
Yeah, I don't wanna get.
Can Colby have screen sharing, please?
Should be able to share now.
Thank you. Colby's gonna show us the placards. Do you order them, Colby?
I have no,
Same thing.
that's the artwork for it?
The same exact ones we've had,
Business as usual.
so. Let's say we can make a vote, we make a vote for him to. And approve these now and just get it out of the way,
Right. Are we just gonna stick with 50?
which what we have money for.
Right.
And what are these for?
So we've been surveying Conservation Commission, owned land throughout town. Every year we pick 2 parcels. Actually, you sat in on the meeting when we were talking about the one, that goes along the back of your house.
Yeah.
And
Actually,
so
so,
the surveyor will found it, and then the Cub Scout or the Boy Scouts are supposed to do the ones on,
what's
so we had
that?
2 years ago. But it's just to put, a boundary up. An indicator of when you're on Conservation Commission property, because if it abuts private property, our land you can hunt, obviously private property. It's up to the owner.
Well, you couldn't hunt there anywhere.
Well, it's any abutting property,
Hunt
so,
where?
You can't hunt behind my place.
yeah, but,
Okay.
Within
500 feet of a dwelling,
so,
direction.
do you want us to just approve this now for your purchase?
Yeah. Do you mind, including exhausting the rest of the funds on panels?
Yeah, aluminum ones from wherever. I bought a box.
Yeah.
There is a box in there. But yeah, okay, so 50 of these and then remainder on aluminum nails.
Because there's not much funds after, if memory serves me right, it's right around $400, so, yeah.
Okay.
But I don't have the exact number.
So I make a motion that we approve this, this proof for our boundary signs, and to purchase 50 of them using our, grant funds from the land grant from Natural River, watershed or,
Watershed?
my brain's fried.
Yeah.
And any funds left over, to be used to purchase aluminum nails to, attach these to, trees.
Trees?
Second,
Second.
roll call vote starting in Mike.
I said yes.
Abigail Farley, yes.
James Gates, yes.
Janice Dorian, yes.
Sandra Lord, yes.
Sorry, I kind of just pushed that one.
No need to spin on it.
No, I didn't.
Oh, Brian didn't vote.
No, I just had one quick question,
Yes, sir.
is what are these things made out of? Is it plastic or is it
No,
paper
they're
laminated or what are we,
Aluminum.
aluminum signs?
It's a circular aluminum placket.
Okay. Brian Pinkerton, yes.
Good question, and I should have allowed for discussion. My apologies.
Really?
You good, Colby?
Yes. Who seconded, sorry?
Jimmy did.
Mike wanted to though, but I got it.
And then I railroaded it and didn't allow discussion, so. Oh,
I got the next one.
We'll see. I got my hand ready.
all right. 3.1 reorganization of commission and vote for officers. That is, so we need a chair, a vice chair, and then a clerk.
We're voting on all of that tonight.
Are,
What, okay.
because we really need to do it annually.
Once a year. Didn't we last year?
No. Don't have, we didn't even have a full commission, but yes, we need to.
All right.
So. we need to, nominate or make a motion for a chair,
Can we,
vice chair.
can we get this cleared up?
That doesn't matter right now.
It stands?
No, it doesn't stand. We're voting for all new positions.
That was the question. That's why I made the error.
Well, you said,
Address it. Okay, we're good then.
so,
So we do each one individually?
yeah, no, I don't really care what order it is, if anyone else.
So why don't we just go through the chair, get the chair out of the way on motion to reappoint Mr. James Gate as our standing chair.
Second.
So, nice. I
I chose not to.
What's that?
I chose not to go in for it.
No, it's okay. You'll
You're
get
gonna be
quick.
quick at this one.
You gotta be, yeah, you'll
Oh,
get,
that was my student council, so I practiced going fast.
okay, so we're all good on that. We're gonna,
No, well,
Discussion?
yeah, is there discussion?
No discussion.
oh, I don't know.
He seems to knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Right,
He's
right,
good.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I'd like to take a couple of pokes.
Would you
By
like the
all
job?
means.
No, it's just, let's
Yeah.
get this, let's keep this going. Well, let's make this an early meeting tonight. I have a hair appointment. So, all right,
Sorry.
we're gonna,
I wanna go through what, these roles are,
these what are?
what the roles and responsibilities are. Just quickly. And I'm just pulling this out of just a random resource. But board chair oversees board affairs, ensuring the integrity of the board's processes, governing and supporting the organization. The chair acts as the representative of the board as a whole. The vice chair provides additional board leadership and assumes the role of board chair when the chair is absent. And clerk, typically clerk is responsible for meeting minutes, for checking that we have,
Green cards.
it used to be
that's all
green cards, but it's the red
online
receipt,
now. It's all
right?
done.
But that's the other clerk's role, and then also reading the legal notices for RDAs and,
Is Colby doing that now?
yeah, but really,
He's not supposed to.
But we like it when he does because I don't have to. As you could
okay,
well
well,
see.
Is there?
I'll take a poke. There aren't enough pictures for you to do it. That's about.
See, that's why he's got the crown.
Yeah.
Is there an actual rule that states Kobe can't do it?
No. But Colby also has, Colby only has so many hours in a week. And, you know, it'd be good to have someone else, another set of eyes do it.
We got a lot of new.
Who's that? Yeah.
Literally,
Hi, Lori.
Hi, how you doing?
Good, how are
I'm
you?
just I'm just listening in tonight.
Okay.
But I can tell you how most of the other boards do it, if
Please.
you'd like to hear that.
Yes.
Okay, so generally the clerk is the last person on the board. So when you reorganize, anybody can be anything, but it's kind of a introduction for the last person who comes in. And it is just as you stated, you know, they read the correspondence and they do read, they do some notes for minutes, but Colby will end up doing the minutes himself probably. Or if there is no, you know, staff person, then there would be a clerk. So somebody has to get broken in kind of thing. It's an easy way in, I think. So just my thoughts. Good luck.
Thank you. All right, so that was the discussion point. Jimmy made a motion, Mike made a second as chair or for chair. If there's no other points, we can do a roll call.
No objections.
Roll call vote.
Mike Fox said yes.
Abigail Farley, yes.
James Gates, yes.
James Strong, yes.
Sandra Lord, yes.
Brian Pickerson, yes.
I make a motion, for Mike Potts to be vice chair.
Second, you ready for the big leagues?
What's that?
You ready for the big leagues?
Yeah, right.
Huh?
I just have to think about, what happened when I was vice president over at Simon Park. Now that
Are you no longer?
I'm the president now. There you go.
See, he knows how to climb the ladder.
Yeah, I know.
Going for the power.
Reluctantly. So, okay.
You're good.
When I was asked to be the vice president at Simon, all you have to do is run the meetings if the president isn't there. And look what happened. So, not that I'm wishing anything bad, but is it literally at this point, run the meeting if you're not there?
Yeah.
And then
you-
deal, if something were to happen and you would have, an extended period where you couldn't carry out your responsibilities, then I would have to, deal with COVID.
Yeah, and then also during meetings, just additional leadership and, but also coaching new commissioners and,
Coaching. Yeah. And if he doesn't show, I'll be here to help. Don't, you'll be fine.
Okay.
You'll be real fine.
Okay.
I've only, I'm not, I can at least say I've only missed a handful of meetings and they've all been, circumstances out of my control, so.
And I like it if you do this. You know I don't like the maintenance.
Yeah.
Nope.
Okay.
I mean, motion, is there a second? Jimmy seconded, is there other discussion?
Are you gonna be bringing Scooby snacks in now that you're vice chair? Is that a part of it? Nope. Did you see
No,
that?
Sandra's working her way into that.
I'm just checking.
Okay, we're too much,
Too much into the weeds.
Yeah.
so, I mean, roll call vote starting,
Who seconded?
Jimmy seconded,
Okay. Mike Potts said yes.
Abigail Farley, yes.
James Gates, yes.
James Duran, yes.
Sandra Lord, yes.
Brian.
Pickerson, yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, it's your chance.
You didn't see that coming.
You're gonna-
Clerk, who wants to be the clerk?
Oh, jeez. I don't know about that.
Take notes, read.
Take a
the-
shot at the clerk.
So
It's simple. You'll do fine.
what is the, role again?
Taking notes during meetings, to help Colby with meeting minutes, if you're comfortable doing meeting minutes, I'm sure he wouldn't, complain. But then there's reading legal notices that we receive when we have hearings or, appointments, for notice of intents or, request for determination of applicability. And then there's, mailing cards that we have to review, before we, open a hearing, to make sure all the.
Which Kobe would have them online.
It used to be
I
little
don't-
green
I
physical
don't see them
cards that,
anymore. Do you even bring them in online, the cards, or the,
the delivery receipts for the butters.
I've not seen one.
If that's what the
Not
applicant.
online, but it's a printout.
Correct.
The certificate of mailing is also. Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, because we haven't seen green cards.
Yeah, they've been using the certificate of mailing. It's easier.
Well, let's,
I just have one question.
Yes.
So the fact that I'm gonna be putting in my volunteer response form next week, but the fact that my term's about to end and you'll be reappointing me, that's not gonna cause a problem?
we'll just go through the process again, right?
We go through the process again.
Yeah,
So make
just-
it-
So that won't,
It makes it all the more dramatic, makes it all the more, you know.
You know
Plus
what?
you get your name on the book.
Yeah, you know what?
Next to it.
There we go.
That's kind of nice.
I'll give it a shot. I'll give it a shot.
That's what-
Maybe next year.
We were thinking about
I
you.
think you're the
Not
first
ready.
person
You're
since
not ready.
I've started
There's a lot
that
of
has,
pressure.
you know, offered up the clerk or to take on the clerk position, and it's
Well, funny enough, that's what my dad does for his Knights of Columbus. And he just keeps saying yes, so he doesn't get the chairman role or something like that. So, you know what? I'll take it on. I'm here to get experience, so I'll take this.
okay.
Alright.
So,
I'm off the hook.
does anyone want to make a motion for Abigail to be chair or clerk? Sorry, chair.
I
Clerk.
will make the motion to, bring, Abigail in as the clerk.
Second.
There you go.
Roll call or any discussion?
We just kind of have it.
Mike Fox said yes.
Abigail Farley, yes.
James Gates, yes.
James Strong, yes.
Sandra Lord, yes.
Brian Pinkerton, yes. Thank you,
Congratulations.
Lori, for chiming in.
Thank you.
Colby 3.2. Have you, had any time to compile anything?
This is
The standard operating, yeah,
nothing more than bringing up a couple websites from other conservation commissions, namely Capital and Groton. They're pretty good with their website, but they don't have anything.
you have a printout of,
I can bring their websites and show you and go through what they have. It's a good idea to look at their websites anyway. It's a better.
well, it's good
They don't
for
have
a physical
they
copy.
don't- I haven't seen guidelines.
Okay. Um, so at the risk of this becoming stagnant, I think we need printouts for the commissioners to just even look at. But I also wonder, we can have Patrick and Ronnie come in the next meeting, or that's probably too soon for them. Maybe the first meeting in July, and provide us an update on Old Meeting House, but also bring in some resources on trail creation and because it's part of they network with professional organizations.
Yeah, and I agree. I think, but you should be prepared to have some guidance on what to do around wetlands and whatnot.
Right.
The various.
And we also have, there are exemptions in the WPA for footpaths. So having that prepared in a, even just a quick out of that one section for everyone. Also, you can pull it up now.
That's quite good. That'll take time.
So we, so Mass Audubon has trail guidelines relative to the WPA. I believe it's 3 feet or narrower. I can send you something for me, but it's pretty broad. So, so for our new commissioners, we've had a Trail Alliance in town come to us, in hopes of expanding and maintaining existing trail networks that are specifically, like Old Meeting House Park. And we've given them permission, and, before we brought this up, that we need to establish a standard operating procedure for this, so we can continue to do this and continue to allow individuals and groups to maintain trails. The Lunenburg Snowmobile Club has had a great experience, doing, trail work in Lunenburg and Shirley. And we're hoping to expand it into Townsend. So that was the background. What else, do you have anything else, Colby? I'm gonna share your screen with what Pepperell and Broughton uses.
Sure. I'll just go through some of the,
Hollis
documents
has
that were
done
on
a nice
but
job.
they're in the shared folder there.
What?
Hollis does a nice job with Beaverbrook up there. With the snowmobiles too, they integrated really, really well.
Okay, this is a DCR.
Yeah. And, this is just one of the things in the shared folder there. We go through there, there's certainly lots of guidelines.
I think we could just reference that as our standard operating procedure and be covered. We can, how many pages is this? 103. So before every meeting, Colby shares, a file link with documents for the meeting, and this is in there. I think obviously I'm not gonna print 103 pages 6 times. So we should look at it, and I think this is comprehensive enough where we should probably just adopt it. But we're not prepared enough to do that tonight.
Yeah, everybody should have it in hand so they can look at it
Well,
and get a good.
103 pages, so you have to.
Can you just forward it to the emails? That way we can, I can go through it.
I probably have to send those as zip file.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I got it.
What is he talking about?
No, look.
That we should,
That's right.
become acquainted with that before the next meeting. It's the, how to create and maintain trails.
Oh, okay.
So basically, it's a stencil from another town.
Is this from?
Read through it all and then take a vote on whether or not to
Yeah.
adopt it.
Yeah.
Getting cool.
Sounds like a plan.
So, Colby, on the screen is the DCR Trail Guidelines and Best Practices Manual. I've never done this, but we all have homework for next meeting, which is next week. Right?
Yeah, 27th, right?
Mm,
Next week. And we all need to take an hour and just go through this.
I can put it together, but then it's me speaking, the agent.
No,
But I can narrow it down, I guess. Is that what you want?
I don't think so.
Oh, yeah,
Because
just-
it's not, you brought this up, and the way it's worded is standard operating procedure, SOP is what it's called, development for trail creation and maintenance on Concom properties. It's not necessarily to do with the WPA or our wetland bylaws, which there have to get taken into account,
Bits and pieces.
but it's the overall trail creation and maintenance on our properties, and DCR's BMPs is probably is the best way to go, but I'm speaking from my experience. So I think we all need to review it, and Colby, you mind trying to send it as a PDF and not as zip so people can pull it up on their phones?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, because I just accept those files. PDF, I can open them.
Okay, so we're gonna table it once again to, June 27th,
24th?
Yeah,
24th,
1 week from now.
24th, sorry. Thank you, Sandra.
Oh, no problem.
Um, Are there any issues with that? We don't vote really, but. All right. 3.2. 3.3. Volunteer response form, reappointment of Mike Postlett. I motion to recommend Mike Postlett for reappointment.
Second. I told you I was fast.
Good try, Brian, good try.
What's that?
Discussion.
I gave you one.
I need more coffee.
I mean, we just appointed him as our vice chairman,
Right.
so I feel like we trust him.
Well, we're gonna end up having to reappoint you in another, what, 2 weeks, 3 weeks? So
Yeah. No, next week.
next week,
So make sure you get, okay, hold on. Let's finish what we're doing before I get sidetracked. We have a second roll call vote starting with Mike.
But said yes.
Abigail Farley, yes.
James Gates, yes.
James, yes, Dorian, yes, yes.
Sandra Lord, yes.
Brian Pinkerton, yes.
In celebration of my reappointment, I'd like to offer.
Well, we didn't reappoint him, we recommended it for.
Oh,
This
Yeah.
ain't a
Oh,
done
you
deal. We
gotta-
gotta put you in front of the big
you
people.
gotta swear again?
Gotta go with nominating
All right,
body
So-
as the selectman.
Colby,
They
if
approve.
you could send Sabrina and the select board.
So seriously, I have to go down and be no,
Yeah, once the select board does it or reappoints you.
Right,
okay.
first things first.
All right. 3.4 in-house WPA crash course. So DEP has offered to come in for a, Colby described it as nuts and bolts, I call it crash course, whatever, for the Wetlands Protection Act. So we need to come up with a date and a time that we can meet. We'll post it as a meeting, but we are not going to be discussing anything else besides the presentation.
Who's coming in from the DEP?
Emily, recommended, she volunteered to come in.
The circuit rider.
Circuit rider.
Yep.
Okay.
So, Colby, you want to throw out a couple dates
Yeah,
or days?
A few dates, please.
I'm asking you, if you have anything.
Oh, no, well, she left it fairly, open. She said that she can come in the evenings.
Yeah. We could do something in meeting room 2.
We're gonna probably do it at 7 o'clock on structure, or maybe earlier for her if she's driving,
I think earlier would be good.
for the sake
Good
of the
point.
circuit rider.
So if could everyone be here for like a 6 o'clock?
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
It'll be a Wednesday?
Well, so that's the next question. What is the
Yeah.
best day of the week?
I was gonna say, Wednesdays are good for me.
I can do any day.
I'm fine.
Wednesday is a pretty good day. I mean, I could adapt if we needed another day, but Wednesday's the better one.
I concur.
Okay,
Thank
So-
you, Doctor.
how about you?
Yeah, but, I don't necessarily have to be here,
No, you don't.
so.
But it's always good to put faces and names together.
How come he gets to skip class?
I know Emily.
What?
How come he gets to skip class?
Cause he's the agent.
Oh,
So. What? So obviously July 8th and July 22nd, we have meetings.
we gotta run it as a meeting, can't we just kick off the meeting earlier? And do
At the risk of,
education and then roll right into a meeting?
at the risk of having 5 hours altogether.
Right.
5 hours.
Sometimes these can run a little
So if you're
longer.
gonna go do a 2-hour class starting at 6, you know, and then we do a meeting till 9 or later, yeah, right? Like, it's not,
Didn't have to do any class.
No, we don't know how long it's gonna be, but if, you know, questions get asked and everything before you know it,
leave that
we're
day
down
for
rabbit
everybody.
holes and talking about things we shouldn't be talking about, and it's
Right.
8 o'clock.
Right, I say
So
just
5
leave
o'clock
that day open.
I think, what, if the 15th or the 29th, Colby?
Okay.
At 6,
Sure. Find out if that works for her.
does that work for everyone?
I don't think I
15th
have
to
any
29th.
What, 15th or the 29th?
Alright, so which one is it?
What, we're gonna give her 2
Yeah, find
options.
out.
Oh, okay, alright.
I could go a half an hour earlier, like at 5:30, if anyone is interested in doing it even a little earlier than 6. I don't know how anyone feels about that.
Jimmy?
I don't care.
I'm good, I could do it.
Early is fine.
Yeah.
Early is great.
Okay, so
Got
give her the option 5:30 or 6. For those 2 days.
15th is the better date for me, I believe, but yeah, I should be able to do both.
Okay. Sooner we do it,
So it stands in the 5:30, either the 15th or the
5:30 or
27th.
6, and either of those days. Hopefully one of those work for her.
Right.
Otherwise, we're back to the drawing board on the dates.
3.5, Colby, is there a copy of the EO or the, or EC?
I think it made its way into the correspondence folder.
There are actually 2 of these, we have to vote on them separately.
3.5 DEP.
So we'll call it 3.5 and 3.6.
And I
And
have one
3.6
without signatures here.
What?
and 3.6.
Yes, so
Same
3.5 we'll do Warren Road, and 3.6 we will have Dudley Road.
One, yeah.
So the highway department requested a emergency certificate to do a beaver dam breach on Warren Road. As the
I assume,
beaver damming is causing flooding issues.
is that Witchburg that they, I assume?
I don't know.
Must be.
So they will breach the beaver dam and then install a flow control device. And it is a start date of today, with an end date of July 17th, 26, because these are only good for 30 days. They are not trapping the beavers. They don't have the funds to do that.
So they gave them 30 days because this is a non-trapping incident.
Yes.
They breach and now they're gonna go with the beaver.
They might
deceiver.
have, right. I don't know if it'll be a beaver deceiver, but it'll be something similar. And, you know, if they need to do it again in 30 days, they can, but after 30 days, they have to come back to us. If they come back to us, that's gonna be a problem.
Could you explain again what this is
A
about?
beaver deceiver?
Good.
Well, so in order to breach, the beaver dam, they've already done it once this year, and they should have done this form prior.
Okay.
So this is them doing it They need to do it again because the beavers rebuilt their dam. And
So it's just dismantling the beaver dam, is that?
yeah,
Okay.
it's really minimally invasive. They don't take out like the entire thing. They just make a hole and
It is as it sounds,
okay.
it's a breaching.
But then they're gonna put in some kind of device to
yeah,
thwart
I think
speech or attempts?
some bars to prevent them from
Okay.
completely blocking it.
And why will it be a problem if they don't do it within,
30 days
30
because the emergency certificate is treated as a 30-day permit.
so they just reapply?
No,
No.
you need to apply for a proper permit at that point
Right.
because this is
Oh,
imminent
this is the
damage, imminent,
Oh,
damage to infrastructure.
okay.
See, there's other ways you can go at dealing with geese, beaver, nuisance animals. On the other hand, I took a different one.
Mhm.
All ends up the same. But with
Okay.
this, it's unfortunate they didn't have the ability to trap them out.
They don't have the funds.
Correct. On
Which
the other
to
hand,
trap them,
trap.
you have to do a health department emergency certificate.
correct.
So
They have to be
this has already been, Colby already signed it on our behalf
registered
earlier today.
trapper and
And now we are ratifying it and making it official with our signatures as a commission tonight.
on both Dudley and
That's the
Warren.
next one.
Yeah.
So this is for Warren Road.
It's up
So we're
on-
voting on this.
What?
We're voting on this.
Mhm.
So I wouldn't even know how to make the motion, so I'll second it if you make it.
I make a motion to, well, yeah, let's do let's ask questions, please. Let's not just.
We got a cursor up there, we can point to where this thing is.
Yeah, it's the brook crossing the Warren Road. It's either a culvert or a bridge there.
culvert.
Is
Culvert,
it right by the Squanicook, game club or
Yeah, entry.
hunting club?
Okay, I know what that is.
That's Witchbrook.
Yeah, it's
They
this
put a
long,
new
yeah.
house
This
up
is that
there in the
long drive
corner
right there.
2 years ago. Yeah,
And it's backing up, at least to the area over here in Maplewood and coming up into, on their properties. That's the extent that I know of. It's,
so the water's actually backing up onto residential property?
The back, at least the back portion of Maplewood Drive on that corner there.
But it's also the water, the height of the water is getting close to cresting the road.
Yeah. Cause that's right before the, Fitchburg Road.
Mhm.
Yeah, and it will get high there, eventually we'll come up over the.
I guess my point being, if it gets to the point in time where it's coming up and encroaching on people's properties or basement or septic, it automatically promises to Rick Metcalf and Colin.
So there were emails associated with that, and because there's no threat or there's no trapping involved, it got punted to us.
It can stay there. Okay. All right.
Questions, comments, thoughts?
Approved.
So, one more quick question.
Yeah.
So after the 30 days, right, there's a regular,
They really need to get rid of the beavers at that point
okay,
or trap them.
okay.
They will not leave. They won't leave.
But
And the
there's-
chances of the beaver deceiver being effective and working is only as good as the amount of time it takes them to monitor and to keep the deception going.
Did Jim describe to you what they're using? He did to me, and I forget. It's not an actual.
Imagine it's some kind of screen.
Yes, that they can just pull out every year or so and then put it back.
Yeah.
So it's less invasive.
Yeah, I've seen those.
So
Now, during this 30 days, can they breach the dam more than once?
yes.
I think what the screen does is it keeps the material from getting into the culvert itself.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
Cause they had to take a telephone pole to punch the beaver dam out, cause it's in the culvert. It's not an exposed like mine was on West Meadow. These guys got smart and said, hey, if we put it under the highway, those boys are gonna have trouble breaking it. So breaching isn't really, they're not breaching, they're poking. Same thing but different.
Anything else?
No,
Okay.
thank you.
I make motion to, ratify this, the emergency certificate for, Townsend Highway Department for the breaching, and removal of the beaver dam at the culvert, which is spring, with a start date of June 17th, 2026, and an end date of June 17th, July 17th, 2026. Thank you. Is there a
Mike Potts said second.
roll call vote starting with Mike?
Mike Potts said yes.
Abigail Farley, yes.
James Gates, yes.
James Strong, yes.
Sandra Lord, yes.
Brian Pinkerton, yes.
So that's a full 30.
So before everyone leaves, after we've done all this, we have the actual certificates to sign. So 3.6, same exact situation, but on Dudley Road. And this is start date June 17th, 2026, and end date July 17th, 2026. This is to ratify the emergency certificate that Colby signed for earlier today.
And I assume they're gonna go with the same procedure on it.
Same exact thing.
So, I'm
Because
trying
that's
to
a-
picture where it would be on Dudley.
It would be just as you.
In between Barker Hill and Turnpike.
Right,
Yeah.
where you would take that left in front of Wayne's house. Oh, I can't use names, you don't know.
Yeah.
Alright,
Cody or something like
right.
that. Okay.
It's right where they just did that logging in that area,
Oh,
that upper hill, that's all state forest. It's that one section right there that
It's a big swamp there.
gets up into Wayne's house.
Oh, that beautiful quaking bog, perhaps swamp that's on the, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, to your left.
Yep.
Yeah. Which is, that's all DCR.
It is, and it's not, the breaching beaver dam does not drain the wetlands there. It, I just want to make sure that's noted.
Yeah.
So is there any discussion before motions made?
It's minimally invasive
Yes.
and that there's no trapping.
No, same thing.
Yeah.
So the trapping is actually a Board of Health,
Yeah, like
permit.
we have later.
Like we want.
Like we have later.
Yeah, some situations need to be dealt with in certain ways, I mean. That's agriculture,
Well, this is an agriculture.
correct.
This is beaver. Alright,
So, I make a motion to ratify the emergency certificate for Dudley Road, for the Townsend Highway Department to breach, and or remove the beaver dam and installation of flow control device. Start date of June 17th, 2026.
Same day.
End date is July 17th, 2026. Is there a second?
Second,
Roll call vote starting with Mike.
Mike Potts said yes.
Abigail Farley, yes.
James Gage, yes.
James Dorn, yes.
Sandra Lord, yes.
Brian Pinkerton, yes.
Okay, done,
Well, after we sign it.
done and done.
Thank you, Colby, for pulling those up.
Sorry, who seconded on there?
Jimmy on this one.
Sorry.
You wanna just pass those around now and we can sign them?
Yeah, we can before we forget. So there are just one copy of each, Colby?
Yes.
Not this one.
But these are his sign-offs.
Yep.
That's okay, right? If I just make copies of it, or do you want more than one original? First time doing it.
It should have. read the directions.
Read the directions.
Just gonna be quietly.
No, choose wisely.
Oh, choose right.
Abigail, here's the first one. But make sure you retain the one that you signed as well. Then the second one's right next to you. Colby, do you want the ones from you back in here? Or do you just want me to?
Right next to him would be
All
great.
right, so I just signed this one.
So you sign it on the left, print your name on the right.
Yep.
That's it. Second one's right next to you.
Actually,
I have the second one, same pen.
but I'll use a different pen.
Oh,
You can pass that pen down. Nice pen. Yes, pen. It's trying.
Moving on.
All right.
There we go.
All right. Planning board mandatory referral notice. There's nothing else besides what you put on the agenda, right?
Yeah, emergency certificate.
No, I was just going 4.1. What?
I'm sorry, what?
That didn't work. I'm talking 4.1.
Yeah.
All right, planning board mandatory referral notice, the hearing concerns an application by Kevin Smith and Kenneth Tully for modification of site plan, special permit granted under zoning bylaw, 145-54.1 age restricted development. The applicant requests a modification to the planning board's notice of decision dated December 9th, 24, recorded in book, 83876, page 318 for the approved age restricted development special permit and site plan review. Special permit at 1 Depot Street Extension, Assessors Map 51, Block 56, Lot 0. The proposed modification would retain the requirement for the designated open space area, approximately 21,054 square feet, which is less than half an acre, as shown on sheet C 6.0 of the approved plans, while eliminating the requirement that this open space be placed under a permanent conservation restriction pursuant to Mass General Law, Chapter 184, Sections 31 to 33. Colby, can you explain why that's a requirement by chance?
Yes, I can. Let me share the screen. I mean, I'll just bring the bylaw right up and see, and show you exactly what we're dealing with. Okay. It falls under Article 9, Special Provisions, and it's 145-54-1, and down. That one. It's 4.1. And this is, it's for ADUs, excuse me, ARDs, age-restricted developments. One of the requirements is under E, number, open space, available season,
Slow down. Go up, right there. Nope, down. Right there.
see it? Or is it,
And maybe not. So with these developments, or cluster houses, there is a open space guarantee or an open space, that is required. And we are the people, or we are the organization that get to hold the conservation restrictions. Now, conservation restriction tells you what you can and can't do on the property or on the piece of land that is outlined.
I'll read it, I can read it now if you like.
Yeah.
Okay, so if I was, sorry, I was.
Well, let me just finish the conservation restriction thing. So with holding the conservation restriction, we are obligated to provide a annual assessment and report to the state. What we have to submit a report about,
But it only will pertain to the 2154 square feet.
yes, but is this piece of land being used for what it's intended for? We don't have the resources to do that.
We don't have the ability to go do the
The
inspections on
time that's
it,
associated
like
with.
the other one that culminated it on the top of the hill, this one over here.
Nope, the top of West Meadow, that's not.
No, I'm talking about the other one they just put in over 55.
Yes, cool. Yeah, that's being worked on.
Okay.
So there's a lot of back and forth with the state. There's a bunch of moving parts to this, but it's open space within this property that isn't really that much, and it's, in my opinion as an individual, it consumes a lot of resources to maintain the requirements that the state has for reporting. So,
In other words, this is a physical write-up of what the condition of the property looks like if there is or
Annual.
isn't
so Colby,
any type of incursion or people
Yes.
doing what they shouldn't do, et cetera.
yes,
How
Colby.
do we monitor it then?
Well, they are asking for they're asking to eliminate the requirement.
Now, we talking about specific to this case or in general?
specific to this case. So you have to ask for it. So,
Don't we hold the restrictions on some properties?
oh, we do, and
And
we
we-
haven't
We don't
done
do
any
annual
reporting,
reports.
Quite a
you
few.
know.
Right, right.
Colby, can you read the bylaw? I'm sorry.
Yeah, so it falls under basic requirements, C6, minimum common open space in the development shall be 30% of the lot area and not more than 20%, 25% of the required minimum common open space shall consist of wetlands. The upland open space shall be contiguous and usable by residents of the development. A permanent conservation restriction running to or enforceable by the town shall be recorded for the common open space and shall include restrictions that the land be retained in perpetuity for conservation or passive recreation.
So we are gonna start to see these more and more often. And it's for these smaller, developments. If you look at developments like Timberley Park, Peter J. Drive,
Yeah.
Melissa Drive, those had big house lots and then a large common area or open space that was attached to it. Horseshoe Drive has Squanick Meadows attached to it.
Yeah.
As part of the order of conditions. So,
With a lot of restrictions on it.
and so it's one thing if it's acres or even an acre, but a half an acre, that takes it's time consuming. And yeah, again,
To what? Oh, just to get the purview on a half acre?
yeah, just to have the conservation restriction on the open space.
Right.
So
That's why it's
again-
easier for Kevin and Tully to,
we are to provide comments, for this.
So the planning board is suggesting that we,
They are holding a hearing regarding this.
Is that the 22nd, the hearing?
okay,
Yes.
Yes.
22nd.
Okay.
for this particular piece?
Yes.
Okay.
Colby, have any specific recommendations on your part?
Say that again?
Do you have any specific recommendations, any thoughts?
Yeah, so the removal of the conservation restriction is really, removal of how long it lasts for, because in the bylaw here, you can see that they're not removing the open space. But there's nothing protecting that open space like a restriction does, conservation restriction does into perpetuity. So, I think, the removal of these conservation restrictions really need to be taken on a property,
Case by case.
case by case, or project by project. And you have to look at, even though these small portions, like this one, is gonna be roughly 20,000 square feet, a little less than half an acre. You have to see if they can provide some connection to, other open spaces, or if it does provide some special habitat area.
do we have a
Something
plan?
along those lines.
Good.
The plan that shows where this would be?
Great question.
It should be.
I wanna,
It should have a whole breakdown of it.
he's got it.
Right.
I wanna
It's
ask,
required.
Lori, are you paying attention by chance?
It's okay.
Wait a minute. I just was looking for the button. Can I help?
As a realtor, I guess I'm curious to your thoughts on the conservation and your planning board experience, the conservation restriction requirements, and open space requirements for,
It's that back corner.
these small developments.
It's the back corner of it.
I think when you're looking, I'm sorry, but I didn't pay attention to what lot you were on. I only heard like half acre. What,
Yeah. This is for, Kevin Smith's and Kenny Tully's,
Down by the
Age
town
restricted.
house. By the,
yeah, the
Real-
Depot Street?
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay. I personally, and as a realtor, I'm not in favor of conservation restrictions, but I understand you have a job at that. So what's the issue?
We
That
just
you're
wanted.
struggling.
We're not struggling. We're just looking for opinions.
Oh, I'm not in favor of them personally.
now, for him to be able to put this in, those 5 units in that amount of space, are you paying attention?
No.
Please do. For him to be able to put that in, doesn't he have to put aside that 21,000 square feet, be able to get the approval for that in that area?
Oh, what, do you have the decision of
So-
planning board?
No, so
No.
the planning, it's a mandatory referral notice. We just have to provide comments or no comment.
Oh. I
And
thought-
we get to be the ones to hold the conservation restriction.
Right.
Which I don't see how, we don't have resources for that sort of stuff.
Uh-huh.
But at the same time, if that 21,000 square feet was predicated on that, so that project can be built, I think we're obligated to it. I mean, look at it realistically.
Yes, if that was part of the planning board decision, and I remember all the hearings. I wasn't on when they did the final decision, I don't believe.
But my point being, if that property was approved due to the conservation restrictions of 21,000 square feet,
Mhm.
Oh, conservation restriction or open space?
open space, conservation
Open,
restriction,
okay, that's what I remember. I remember open space.
I think we're joined at the hip with it, because, I mean, if they're gonna get the approval and they say, okay, we're gonna put up 2,100 square feet open space, and then they ask for that restriction to be removed. I don't know, everybody run that by themselves, you tell me.
I was not aware of that. I know that he did agree to open space. I also
Yes.
know that he came to us with 6 units, not 5. And then the bylaw passed after that that would have allowed him the 6 units,
Right.
but he still only did 5. So I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with his asking for that to be removed. Was that already at planning?
No, the hearing is next, is the,
22nd.
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 Well, then you as conservation just state how you feel. I mean, it is a small portion of that land, but compared to the total parcel, it's even smaller for you to deal with. So I don't know what all your rules and regs are for following up on the open space. But that's a decision for you to make.
No, but it'd still be under our purview.
No, only if it's under conservation restriction.
I agree with you, Jimmy. It was just my opinion.
So yeah,
So, it's too bad we can't see what's there now. Is it just
Well, you
wood?
see where the ragged line is?
Yeah,
I assume that's the stone wall that was put in.
so, well, the squiggly line is the limit of clearing.
Clearing,
yeah.
okay.
So here's your limit of clearing, which it's all,
Wooded behind that edge,
yeah, and then he's got this seating area lined with, granite.
granite, yeah,
Um,
chip.
Right, and then there's a granite wall in the back of these 2 units.
Mhm.
But the rest, it's just wooded. So,
What's specifically in the open space?
so the open space, the conservation restriction puts us in charge of monitoring the problem.
No, where is it on?
Oh, it's this
See the
hatched,
darker area?
Shaded area.
yep, this hatched area.
That's 2,100
Typically on the
square feet.
larger developments that have open space associated with them, that land is subdivided and then, it is deeded to the town for conservation commission under open space, which is chapter 90 something. Right,
First question.
145,
no, like 97, whatever, but, so
97,
it's, I'm just,
way off.
We talked about Arctic for 97.
I don't even know if I'm even remotely close. The open, you know,
What's that?
but because it's only half an acre.
The squiggly line is the.
Okay, hold on. Too many things
No
going
tree
on.
removal.
So let's just go around the table and talk it out. Mike, did you have anything else you want to add?
Well, I didn't catch, what are these rectangles here for? If this is if this is the limit of their work,
Yeah,
this is
Colby, can you
whatever they're
zoom
doing there
into
is
those?
within-
What's our
I don't
picnic
think that's
tables?
right.
He's showing some picnic tables there.
Yeah, and instead he put some granite.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
So actually, on the outside of that squiggly line is flat, open area,
Yeah, it's like a common space.
so,
So this isn't all wooded now,
no.
Yeah,
or, so he's gonna put some picnic tables there in the woods? It doesn't seem, you know,
No, I think that line is misrepresenting
yeah.
what line?
the squiggle, right, the broken up.
No, I don't think the squiggly line is off.
So what's the
No.
squiggly line again?
That's the limit of clearing.
So, okay. I think I may agree with you that's misrepresenting. Correct me if I'm misunderstanding something, but the limit of clearing of trees and all that is in where it's supposed to be open space.
So so what it's the dark shaded area is called a hatch. That hatch actually encompasses some of the lawn area that is like in between the units.
Yeah.
And which is included in that 20,000 square feet of open space. The lot was cleared up to the squiggly line, and that's again one is the limit of clearing.
So the picnic tables would be outside.
I don't think I think he put granite. I don't.
Oh, okay.
He put this he built this rectangle thing.
Granite, what, granite?
Granite slabs.
Looks like Stonehenge. It's
Yeah.
pretty.
So continue to ask your question, and I'll try to answer as you go, and then we'll keep going around the table.
So because what I'm trying to think is the shaded area is supposed to be the clear.
Shaded area is what is included in the 20,000 square feet.
Okay,
21,000 square feet of open space.
okay. Yeah, I'm just,
And this is your first meeting. Ask all the questions you want.
Yeah. Cause I'm just a little confused that if the shade area is trying to figure out how to word this. The shade area is what's included, but it's not all of it.
Shaded, what do you mean by not all of it?
So I'm just confused because we have the limit of clearing for the trees.
Yep.
And the shade area, which is supposed to be part of the open space.
Yes.
Cause it feels like some of the open space is supposed to be woodland from what?
It is.
Okay, the open space includes woodlands.
Yes.
Okay.
And it also includes grass.
Okay. That was something I needed because
Okay.
I was wondering if it had to be like cleared open space, but now I know that. Okay.
No, and now that we're talking to it, yeah.
And that's, the squiggly line is a true representative. I'm looking at it from above.
Do we also know what's near that, what's near the, other forested area? Cause that could be an animal crossing that we don't know about.
What would be our business?
Well, if we're
first meeting, but talk our way through this.
If we're offering our opinions on whether to remove the restriction, shouldn't we know if there's important?
Well, if it's within our jurisdiction.
Okay.
So that's a good question. And, you know, we have to, so we also have to, we play this fine line with jurisdiction, like Colby's, a perfect example is Colby is also the stormwater agent. We do not, stormwater is outside of our jurisdiction. As much as I like talking about it in both.
Once it's in a resource area.
What?
Once it's in a resource area.
Right. You know, we have to be careful. So that's a great question about the animal passage, and it's something that we have to pay attention to.
Yeah, I was just wondering what habitat that's part of, just to see if it should be something that was in our purview.
Jimmy, do you have anything else you want to add to Sandra?
Like I said, I agree with Jimmy. I mean,
You don't have to agree with me.
no, I know, I
I make an
don't.
opinion, you need to make your own
But she
opinion.
did.
I did, you know, I agree
We
with,
don't need to reiterate, like,
I'm not saying that
going in circles.
right.
No.
I'm not saying I have to go with your opinion, but
Right.
I agree with it, but, cause, I mean, when he went before the planning board originally, that was part and parcel of it, and that's what I'm looking at, and someone else who does this would be like, well, this
So
person
it's within
did,
habitat.
this person got rid of the conservation restriction, why do I have to have it? It's kind of like a slippery slope
Well,
too.
but it's treated on a case by case basis.
See the little cutout.
Mhm.
But you see what I'm saying though?
Yeah.
Well, this person, and I don't care who it is, it could be Jane Doe, you know, whomever, that's another concern of mine too.
Okay.
I know it might be
Yeah.
case by case, but,
We're looking at a very, very small amount of square footage
right,
These,
for open space.
yeah, the whole thing.
My concerns out of it is if the approval comes through with open space predicated
My thing.
so that they could build that, we own it.
Okay.
I don't think it's fair. You all of a sudden say, well, no, after it's all built, we'll pull the restriction off. You just have to put it on until everything's done and stabilized, etc. Oh, that's right.
it's like an after the fact thing, and that doesn't sit well with me personally.
Brian,
Yes.
But at the same time, you gotta look at how small of a square foot area it is. It's not. But is that less than a half acre?
yes,
A full acre is 4,000.
44,560 square feet.
33,560.
You guys are wicked good. I had that number in the top of your head. Huh?
I have the same number, 43,560. It's like drilled into a realtor's head.
I was just gonna say, that's a realtor thing.
Explain it if you
So,
want.
can I, Jimmy, Jane, can I ask a question, please? And I'm ignorant to this, and I'll admit it, but I'm just trying to figure out, open space is different than conservation? A
Well, it's a
conservation area?
It's a
restriction.
It's a conservation
Oh,
restriction.
Colby's
Mike,
done.
you can explain conservation
Yeah, well,
restrictions.
when my
So
turn
can
comes.
that not be used? So in other words, like you can't walk on it, you can't have a picnic table there, you can't put flowers there?
No, so you can use it. You can use it for recreation, passive recreation, flowers. You could even have it worded as gardens or,
Okay.
Vegetable gardens.
My one and only experience with the conservation restriction is this, the Squanicook Meadows. And I guess it's a similar situation that the land was given to the town so that the Horseshoe Lane could be developed. It is a much more complicated situation because of the soccer fields and the species and the town water. So it's the the effort that has gone into creating the document, which is the restriction, which are the rules that you have to follow, is extensive, and it's taken a year to do it. This situation would be obviously much easier, and I'm wondering if, I don't know, is there boilerplate for this kind of situation? Because some lawyer would have to get involved, or some environmental people would have to get involved to create this document. And in the document, in the restriction, it might say, passive recreation, there are paths that are already there, or maybe you could plant some flowers, and you could do some things. Obviously, if there's a lawn there, and that's designated a recreational area, then obviously the restrictions would allow people to have a picnic on it, that kind of thing. It all depends on the wording of the restriction, which are hoops that have to be jumped through. So on the one hand, it seems like if you're supposed to have a restriction, you probably should have a restriction. On the other hand, I think, well, we now have land. The Conservation Commission has land that we hold the restriction, and so supposedly we go out there every year and we monitor to see if the rules of the restriction are being adhered to. So in this situation, if we added this to our list of properties for which we are supposed to monitor, chances are we wouldn't monitor all that much, just like we don't monitor the other ones. But if we see in any one of our lands a real violation, then we jump on it. Okay, it's like we have limited resources, but when we see something, we jump on it. Could be a similar situation here. Yeah, it's a little piece of woods and some lawn near some houses, and we expect people are going to use it. And if the restriction is flexible enough so that they can use it in certain ways, fine. If we see a real violation, then it's our responsibility to move in.
Mike, that was an elegant, probably the most appropriate way to explain it all.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
So
Bottom line is, I think, my opinion, and it has had 20 minutes to be created, is that we probably should hold a restriction. But I'd be very interested to see what the restriction includes.
Correct. It's what warrants that level of overview. The soccer fields is, like you said, you have a bottom, you have the endangered species, you have the housing, etc. It's a different scenario. This much easier, much simpler to be able to keep an overview. To look, I mean, I have garlic, a bigger area, garlic land restriction area, so it's not that big.
Yeah,
It's a very doable, easy to monitor situation. But my point circle back to it. Why did they put it on in the first place? Because they had to put it on. Because that was put on so that they could do this project.
right.
If that's the reason, it sticks.
Yeah.
That's James Duran's opinion of it.
What I didn't know until I got involved in the Squanicook Meadows restriction is that it's forever. It's locked in. So that
100 years.
Yeah. So that if someone gets wind of someone building a treehouse in the restricted area,
Bingo.
that's when we move in. So if it's a clear violation.
And you guys went into incredible language and depth into that whole thing.
Ain't over yet.
I was
Get close.
astounded as to like way too much.
Could I add something?
yes,
I was actually at that planning board meeting when they're, originally when Kevin Smith went there with his plans and design and everything. So that's why I feel strongly about it, because I saw it unfold. My opinion. And Colby, I saw you wanted to say something. You had your hand raised.
sorry, Colby.
Well, I think Mike is hitting on it pretty good. The difference between open space and conservation restriction. we don't really have a definition for open space for the town, and I would say that probably the state doesn't really define it that well. There's certain expectations that people have on it, but it doesn't mean it can't be developed later. Now, conservation restriction is generally like removing some activity or some use of that portion of property, like development rights is usually removed from an area with conservation restriction.
Within reason, because I know the one up off of North End Road, or, like Kimball Farm, if I'm not, I think that's the right one, allows for a sugar shack to be built at,
Right, so if it's more descriptive what the area is used for in conservation restriction. I think the intention of the bylaw, so it's for all age restricted developments. I think the intention was to maintain it as open space. So, but there's nothing, to say that in the future that they can't do something. If new owners come in and want to do something differently, they probably have a legal standing to do so later in the future. I will say, I defended this about a year ago, and I think that these conservation restrictions in open space should really be seen as a feature of these properties. Because if we talk about quality development in town, these smaller areas that the residents, especially elderly, have to enjoy right outside of their dwelling.
It gives them a decent degree of protection. That
We
gives
also
them
have-
the impression of that they are in an area where they have a section that will not be disrupted, that they will have forever and then a day.
And,
Certain aspects of that point is important.
yeah, and the restriction includes what is allowed and what is prohibited.
There is
Okay, it's
verbiage,
very clear what you're gonna allow,
defined
okay,
verbiage.
and what you are gonna.
So this, as an individual part, would I assume, would it be all homeowners getting together to put that verbiage in as to how they want it protected?
that's,
Should
we
that
don't
be
know.
something that in due time we say, listen, owners of these 5 units, you have 2,100 square feet of area,
21,000.
21,000 square feet. You guys need it, we're gonna turn it over to you. This is gonna be your piece of, go ahead, I mean,
You bring up a very good point, because ultimately, these developments, it'll be the
Self-monitored.
responsibility of the developers to create the CR on them. And they take a long time, the CRs, to get approval, because there's, multiple levels. They have to go through state approval.
yeah.
So
Mike
it's
can
not the
list off
time to
them
do
all.
it right at the end
Is
of the
that?
All the
project,
approvals,
Yeah.
reviews.
which is part of the problem here, not just the size of it, but, just that timeliness. Really needs to be started, right from the beginning of the development.
From the very,
Mhm.
I agree.
I have one more question. You said that we don't have the resources to really check up on this. Is
Well,
there,
not just this, it's them and conservation restrictions that we hold in general.
is there a penalty for us not doing a yearly reporting?
No.
Then I think that even if we're not able to check on as regularly as I do, the very aspect of the restriction, I think would be a bit of a deterrent in itself. And as you said, we are able to check on the more blatant violations. So I think that would be a deterrent in itself from actually
Okay.
causing a problem to arise to begin with.
Good point. Yeah, but, Colby is right, this should have been done. I mean, I was surprised
Yes.
to see that it's already, the buildings are there. I thought this was the sort of beginning of the process. No, the buildings are there.
I even think there's people that have moved in recently.
No one's moved in.
And so
No.
this,
Close.
the hammering out of the restrictions and getting them okay, it should have been done at
So
the beginning.
I'm gonna bring this realist in, and remind everyone, we either can provide comments to this and spell it out, or no comment.
I think we should provide some sort of comment or a couple comments.
So that's fine. I'm gonna,
So,
go ahead.
It's 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Headed to Megatrend. So there's this open land that's under our purview,
Not yet.
not yet. Is it gonna be donated to us under this?
No, they still hold the deed.
Right.
Okay,
We,
so it doesn't get divided up between these?
It's a common area, right?
right, because it's a condo association. So
Ah,
it's the common,
common.
we're sort of the
Okay.
enforcer of.
So
Yes.
what's the modification that they're asking for?
an exemption from having to do it. And as Mike said, this should have been thought of,
Our restriction.
and as Mike said, this
Wanted
should have been
removed.
thought of a while ago and done a while ago. So, with that said, I'm going to abstain from this vote in writing the comments. The vice chair is gonna write and sign as vice chair.
Oh, yeah.
So, okay.
Mikey,
And,
heavy lies the crown.
yeah, so, all right, I'll write something up and then, I need to run it by someone.
No, if you have the commissioners to run it by,
Right.
and you should vote on the key points, keep it short and sweet, but to the point,
Right.
and then write it out and then sign it, like Boss said, vice chair, with the date.
And we'll all peek at it and look at it.
Well, so when do we all peek at it? Next
Not
meeting?
right now, no, now,
Now?
yeah, because the hearing is Monday or Tuesday,
Okay,
so you gotta
so let's,
jot down the main talking points that you got, that we, or you guys talked about.
so, should we say that should have been done? I mean, should have been done earlier?
Right. I think the criteria should have been, like you said, should have been set at the, or hammered out at the get-go before the buildings went up,
The restriction should have been created
if it was approved.
at the inception of the project.
I think it's, that would be the eloquent beginning of it.
I mean,
Conception of it is,
the project.
And this is why we go through a process to begin with, when we
And
build
we-
something, and
I
if
mean,
everything gets okayed, then it is what it is. I mean, it shouldn't be able to. Oh, we're sorry.
we think that we would, see, the tricky part is that we'd like to see the restriction, we'd like to see the verbiage of the restriction before we accept it, or we just,
well, ultimately,
Wait a
we would
minute
wanna
now,
see
wait
the
a minute.
verbiage.
we are the ones
Who are
that
setting the
accept
bar.
the restriction, the verbiage of restriction, I believe.
But we're the ones who are creating the verbiage, which they're gonna have to accept, right?
Then it
That's a
goes to-
good question.
Does it then go to the planning board after we set
I
it
don't
up?
think we really, as a whole, including me, Colby, do you even understand the process to this? Cause this is new,
Or is it the planning board and then
Which process?
accepts our comments?
of just
before-
determining the conservation restriction on the property we're discussing.
It's like any other conservation restriction between the property owner and the holder of the conservation restriction, where the property owner explains what they want to limit or prohibit or in the CR, and then the holder of it accepts that they are responsible for monitoring it.
So,
But you do go back and forth as you.
that's right,
experience.
that's right. So the, what?
I think Mike might know more about that,
Right.
give and take.
Right.
Right. So basically, the holder of the restriction,
Meaning Concom.
yeah. So we would need a representative of Concom would work with the developers, environmental consultant to work on the restrictions. We need to have it before we accept it. The verbiage.
I, for some reason, see it a little simpler than that. it's a different beast than what you put together with Emily Fine and Veronica and everything at the soccer field. It's a different beast. Correct me if I'm wrong.
That sounds right.
Oh,
Should be
yeah.
simpler for this.
Yes,
I was gonna say.
especially because there's other ones coming down, or in the pipeline.
Whatever,
At least
how we look
two.
at it, yeah, it should have been done before though, in my mind.
That, which is a valid point that should be
Right.
made.
Right,
Everyone had pretty much a similar,
Standpoint or
yeah,
opinion.
yep. And that we just have to come up with a simple way to convey it.
so we would be willing to hold a restriction upon the, what's the better word than an agreement?
Acceptable terms.
Acceptable terms, yeah, okay. Would agree to hold the restriction upon, mutual, acceptance of mutual agreement. Mutual what? Agreement, mutual, upon, mutual,
Same thing.
agreement, mutual of the conditions, the conditions of the restriction. The conditions of the restriction. Okay. Short and sweet, I mean, is that
This,
it?
yeah,
I
Should-
say what your point just now, short and sweet.
Yeah.
Defined,
Okay.
but at the same
We-
time,
Concom
Control.
believes, okay, should I just say, Concom believes that, there was, the conservation restriction should have been, created at the inception of the project. Concom, agrees to hold the restriction upon the mutual acceptance of the conditions of the restriction. Is that just too many
I'm
words?
curious how that breaks down, because each individual building is going to be owned by an individual person. And that house, that property is deeded to them.
there's a, there is a
They own the
condo
building, they
association.
own the physical building, they don't own the land, is my understanding.
Yes.
She might know more how that works, but they kind of like all in partnership, I guess, with the
There's a condo association.
association.
Oh, so they have.
So are we saying in general that
Is that
we believe it should
actually a-
still stand? Is that what we're saying? Is that my understanding, that we're holding our stance that we believe this should still stand because of what was just stated? I just want to see if I'm on the same page as everybody else.
Mutual acceptance with the, what are they, what's the organization that,
Condominium
Condominium
Townhouse
Association.
Association. Yeah, they're gonna work on under an association,
with the?
right?
Ask Lori.
Lori,
With the governing
Just say property
association?
owner.
Yeah, property owners of.
that's why I asked if they're.
Very acceptable.
Property owners.
Question?
Right, right. Are they gonna work under an association if it's that is looked at as a condominium project?
They are condominiums.
So that would
Condominium
have
association.
a association then, right? For all
Yeah.
5 of them.
That's correct.
Dues have to be paid, monthly meetings, etc., stuff like that.
Right. They must have their documents or pretty close to getting them by now. They have not closed on any units that I know of. So, but they're the 55 and over developments, because that's what they are. There are multiple.
Yeah.
Have a particular master deed that they have to follow, that the state has developed, which is what happened in 1985 when they developed the condominium laws. So,
Yes.
they would have to follow that, and then any restrictions on the property have to be disclosed and be a part of the association's documents.
Good point, because that is gonna be something that what we are putting on paper now, all 5 individual owners are gonna have to sit down, read it, and
Oh, yeah.
understand.
Yeah.
That is a part of their deed, that is a part of their paperwork. You know,
Yeah, it's an unfortunate can of worms that we'd be
Yeah.
opening.
Yeah.
and I don't,
Are we opening, or is it someone that didn't,
So didn't do
was a
what they were
little more
supposed to do.
thorough
I know,
before it
yeah,
got to us?
right.
and I kinda don't think it's fair that we get put under the gun to put verbiage together like this at 9:10
This sounds like
to
a
submit.
planning board problem, but
Yeah,
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut the rest of the time,
Okay.
because
all right.
that's
Yeah,
frustrating.
I think that they're gonna have to make the decision. And I
Okay.
know that whatever was agreed upon at the time, that the plan, and again, it didn't go as presented. He didn't get the units that he wanted. But if there was open space in lieu of something, it was agreed upon by him, the owners, whatever at the time.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, let's just, okay, you can, this is acceptable, then I'll write it out here while you move on. Concom believes that the conservation restriction should have been created at the inception of the project. Concom would agree to hold the, conservation restrictions upon the mutual acceptance of the conditions of the restriction with the, condominium association.
Pretty straightforward. You know, not a lot of cream and sugar on that.
I mean, it sounds all right.
You coming back into this now?
Nope.
So are we,
So
Say
you're
this
just
again.
telling me if this wording
that sounds
expresses
really
what
good.
we want.
that sounds really good, but I was wondering, should we add, we stand by the original circumstances? I mean, what's our final thoughts on this? One
That-
step further.
Again, it's only comments.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do we?
Do we feel that it needs, our stance is that,
We believe there should be a conservation commission.
okay,
There should be a
Restriction.
conservation restriction, which should have been.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah,
yeah, what you just said,
we
yeah.
believe there should be, okay, all right. The Concom believes,
Just, it firms it up better, I think.
yeah, that. Yeah, okay, all right, I'll start to write it out and we'll see where we go. Okay.
Careful rolling, I don't wanna see you go over backwards.
Gotta give you guys some entertainment.
Are we insured for that?
We need some music to go along with that.
That's to be added later.
Curb your enthusiasm music.
It's 9:13, I gotta have a little fun, right?
But you can move on to, while I'm doing this, you can move on to beavers.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
No, finish it off, but you gotta vote on it.
Oh, you gotta vote on it?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
That's,
Ooh. Can I ask, why did you abstain?
Nope, not, under open meeting law, I don't have to.
Okay.
But that
I
doesn't
would-
mean you can't assume.
We get.
I try not to assume.
Yeah,
More fun that way.
I agree, it's more, right? It's a scandal. It's.
okay.
Mike, you do really good under pressure. You're handling it well.
Yeah, good.
Do we need to do a spell check on that when we're done?
Uh,
He's a teacher, I don't have to worry about that.
Oh, don't you know, teachers are notoriously bad at spelling and have bad penmanship. I almost became one, I know.
Right? Ones you would not think
Okay, so
are.
Teachers are bad at three
let's get the
things:
window open.
spelling,
Oh, that's good.
penmanship, and remembering people's names. Those are the things you're supposed to be good at, but all teachers are bad at it.
On the agenda, that looked like.
That's why some teachers go, honey, because
I
they
know.
don't remember the name. You know, the little kids, the little, first grade kindergarten.
So what if they look at it in the planning board, and they can just revert it anyway? Take it back.
They're ultimately gonna make the decision,
Okay.
right? Correct.
Yes.
Then I don't have it.
You have to just hold up on
But
the building, that's all.
As conservation, we're the holders of it, so if they decide to,
It's gotta come to us.
require it, it gets thrown onto us. It was kind of a surprise when we learned about this a year ago when, that
And it was a year ago, right?
So,
All right, here it is. I can space to modify it if I need to. The Concom believes there should have been a restriction that should be a restriction which should have been created upon the inception of the project. Concom would agree to hold a restriction upon the mutual acceptance of the specific restrictions with a condominium association. I think that phrase is a little out of order, but I think it gets the point across.
It gets the point. You could
Yeah.
retool that a little bit, but that's still, you get it to the doorstep.
Okay. Who signs it?
but you should make a motion to accept those comments in a second and a roll call vote.
Okay,
Cause you got the floor.
I will make a motion to accept the wording of the, what do you call this? Mandatory comments to the planning board regarding the
Conservation restriction.
conservation restriction at 1 Depot Street extension. Is that good enough?
That's good enough. I'll second.
Okay, discussion
I think we already did.
and roll call, starting with Abigail.
Abigail Farley, yes.
James Gates abstained.
James Thorne, yes.
Sandra Lord, yes.
Brian Pinkerton, yes.
My thought said yes. So I sign it here.
Yep, and just, after you sign your name, write vice chair and date it.
And then put a smiley face. A flower with smiley face.
And 617,
Makes me feel
617.
You mean 9?
What?
Right?
Oh, wait.
What?
Never mind. Sorry, date.
Oh.
Take it now or?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
I don't file that, just yet.
What?
Hey,
Thank you.
hey,
What?
where you going with it?
You wanna read it?
No, aren't we supposed to have a second person sign that?
No, abstain.
Is that what we just talked about? No?
We seconded it. Mike signed it as the acting vice chair. I seconded his motion. Or I could have just said, so moved.
Stretch now.
4.2 Board of Health Emergency Certificate for beaver removal, for 41 West Meadow Road. Applicants James Dorian. This is just a copy of the 10-day emergency beaver or muskrat permit to trap and remove them, from a agricultural field. Questions, concerns, or, yeah, it's just a correspondence.
So you guys don't have any questions whatsoever?
The backing up,
19, I don't have any more.
where are they actually damming?
Lockbrook. They restricted Lockbrook's, flow to the point where it came across West Meadow Road, back up underneath the, culverts. It diverted the brook directly into the production field and went down 1,000 yards, washing silt right into the Squonker. Until I took the initiative to,
And the Board of Health already signed off?
Yes.
All right, then.
The
And the
permit's
board
actually
have what?
expired already. This is from, June 1st.
right, this is a different structure than,
Well, so the beavers were trapped. For this instance, the beavers were trapped.
All right.
we could afford trapping.
Okay, so where's it, what are we saying we need to do with this?
We don't have to do
We don't
anything.
have
It's
to do
just
anything?
correspondence.
Oh, okay, then we can move right
Technology
along,
is
right?
part of the education of what certain things
Sandra
are.
is tired. We need to move
Yes.
along.
Yes.
Nice job, by the way, I'm proud of you.
5.0, or 5.0,
Adjourn?
what? Education conferences, July 22nd, 2026, MACC has a fundamentals unit, 102, Wetlands Protection Act. As new commissioners, you are, Colby can set you up with MACC, Massachusetts Association of Conservation Commissioners, for education that is paid for by, the town. They have many different classes to take. There is a fundamentals, units that are a requirement, and then there are electives, that you take to, and then you can become certified from them.
I just wish it wasn't the 22nd, because that's the planning board hearing.
Well,
Choices,
I don't know what
choices.
time it is, but they have others. They have a lot of other, classes. You can look it up online. They send also emails, with upcoming classes. So it's a great opportunity to expand knowledge, get an understanding what this is about, from a outside organization. So you're not just siloed within our little town of Townsend.
What time?
They usually run 6 o'clock.
For the webinar,
Yes.
right?
Do you recall offhand, Colby?
Yeah, it's somewhere around there, 6:30, 6, about.
It lasts 2 hours.
About,
They, yeah, it's a Zoom for this one. They have other ones in person.
and if you can get go to the ones in person, they're good for you. You get to interact with other commissioners from other towns, you get to deal with a lot of different teachers. And there's, state of Massachusetts offers a lot of stuff. I've gone to 2 or 3 classes at Walden Woods. I've gone to 2 or 3 classes at Garden in the Woods in Framingham.
You don't have to convince me.
I mean, there's a lot of
Yeah.
stuff out there where, and they sent me Townsend. They paid for it.
Yeah, and there's proper site, site visit, protocols that
Everything.
they'll teach you, sedimentation controls. They have plenty of classes to choose from, and we really should do it, but they also have the basics.
Yeah.
So the DEP is coming to give us like a crash course because they know how new, majority of the commissioners are.
Are they aware of that? We got a lot of new people?
Yes, they're fine with that. That's great.
You don't have to convince me. I'm already all for it. I
So-
got excited. I want to do it.
Even if this class doesn't fit into schedule, they always have stuff going on. But yeah, come in or call Colby, talk to him, and he'll set you up with them.
Question, this kind of correlates with it loosely. So is there within the budget money to buy the physical copy of the book, The Wetlands?
MACC.
I don't know, it's wetlands protection.
Yeah, but it would have to be, you can't leave the office.
Yeah,
Oh, okay,
You can buy your own book.
okay.
They have it available.
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah,
don't
it
remember
was
what it costs.
$16.
How much?
16.
so, yeah, I mean, I should bring them in.
Well, it's from the 1980s, but
I got all my soil books, I got all my MACC books, vernal pools, on and on it goes.
so as new commissioners, as new commissioners, really, you should read our bylaws, which is chapter 138, and our regulations, which is chapter 152.
152.
138, 150.
150.
150.
Not that long.
I'm wrong.
I didn't hear.
You said 150, so it's somewhere around there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Regulations and bylaws are separate. I'm not gonna go down this road, but it's a short read, really. It tells definitions, review them.
Okay.
But don't be afraid to review all this stuff before hearings, or appointments, because you can only retain so much.
Yeah.
Items for discussion at next meeting, continuation of a NOI DEP number 308-0730, PWB 2026-006, 0 Brookline Road. Have you seen anything on that? We haven't seen anything.
Meaning anything of what?
Any updates?
Specifically? From
Dillis and Roy. This is for Kevin's project.
Jack,
Jack or Frank, so. We probably should get that confirmed before we submit the next agenda.
yeah,
Oh, you're saying to make sure they're on board and ready to present and
Yeah,
everything?
and
Okay.
I don't think they will be. I do know for a fact though, 6.2 Townsend Historic Society, 72 Main Street, and 72 Main Street. It's the tree cutting within buffers remediation plan. We do have the stuff, for that.
need stuff for that as far as everything's
Documents.
finished. Frank has got all the paperwork together, boom, boom, boom.
He's got the paper, he's got a draft.
Okay.
A draft, which, do you know, have they submitted anything for the RDA for the staging in the Squanicook for the Cooperage?
Yeah,
They have to have, because it's close to being going in it.
there's the RDA for next, to the legal notice, for next week,
Okay.
for.
And that pertains
Yeah,
to the
Cooperage.
staging?
Yes.
Okay.
So that will, yeah, that's also on the discussion next week, for the meeting. And then 6.3 is reappointment of Abigail Farley. Make sure you turn in your answer, request form.
So she's gotta go through the whole application again? They can't
Application,
just-
then we'll just do the motion and go through the move.
So you get sworn in twice, you have to do.
Yeah,
No
so
big
next
deal.
meeting is
all in-
next Wednesday, June 24th, 2026, 7 PM. Someone want to make a motion to adjourn at 9:25,
I will make a motion to adjourn at 9:25,
9:26.
9:28. Who are we gonna go? 25, 28, 26? What do you want for the number?
We'll
get fully
Pick
baked,
one.
yeah.
Just pick one.
Second.
I said yes. Oh, what?
We
had
fully
Did you get the time there? Do you guys want to adjourn or? You gonna get
9:28.
9:28.
We can do official,
That's what it is.
10:04.
Mikey time?
9:27.
Who seconded that?
I'll second.
Roll call vote starting
I
with
said yes.
Abigail Farley, yes.
James Gates, yes.
Jimmy D, yes.
Sandra Ward, yes.
Flanagan, yes.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, guys. Great job.
Is that a wrap?